Okay. My name is Chancellor Susudzo. I would like to make this interview with Gaku Wilfred about his prison ministry that is helping so many prisoners to know that there is still someone who cares and loves about them. So Gaku, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about the origin of your ministry?
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Gaku Wilfred Ndi from Binka village in northwest region of Cameroon. I would like to share with you, as you said, about my prison ministry. It all started 2008, where I visited the Center prison, where my elder brother Tamfo Francis was being accused and convicted of buying a stolen car. And this is my first time to visit prison. And while there, I feel pity for the human beings that were in prison, and I begin to think how I could help them contribute in my own way to contribute towards their restitution. So they were so depressed, and I started thinking I could start sharing the word of God with them, talk to them about somebody who cares, talk to them about the love of God and someone who sees all. And while standing there, some of them come to me to ask for gifts, and I started sharing with them about being in prison was not the end of life, and I talked to them about the love of God and the forgiveness of God, and I talked to them about the God restoration of characters, and I showed them being in prison was not the end of life, and I talked to them about pollutions and respect towards nature, and I talked about positive thinking. And at the end of our discussion, 13 of them voluntarily accept to start a new life with Christ.
Okay. So how was this first encounter? Did you change your life too, or this was more important for the prisoners?
Yeah, this encounter also changed my life so much because I've not been in such a milieu, and I thought like I could stay there with them to help them in my own way. But during our next encounter, these 13 prisoners brought their friends. At the end of our discussion, more 25 added to start a new life with God.
So did you invite like other counselors and preachers to come and work with you at the prison?
Yeah, I do. I invite one preacher from Apostolic Church in Cameroon and one counselor from Gideon, the group of Gideon in Cameroon, where we went there together, and they also were sharing with them.
Okay. So how do you work with the prisoners?
I visit the Center prison twice a week, and then during our meeting, prisoners enjoy our singing. We start with a word of prayer and singing, and I assist them in their judicial process where many have been released, and then I take part in reconciliation with those that have been offended, and many prisoners have been forgiven and their case being withdrawn, and all of them being released. And I buy books that help them in their positive thinking.
So how are the prisoners reacting to your work?
The reaction of the prisoner, they always love singing so much, and most of them they play our local drums, and where some clap their hands and dance. And being with them is always a release for them. And once a while, some of them openly confess their crime that they committed and ask us to pray for God's forgiveness.
So do you have some material assistance that you offer to them, like if people make gifts, do you offer them to the prison?
Yeah, some people do help us, some people and some organizations, they support us with food, with clothes and medical assistance, and we took to the prisoners.
So do you have any vision for the prisoners, like after prison, what else do you plan for them?
Being working in prison for these years, I've realized one of the things that make them to be in prison, many young people to be in prison, and lack of job opportunity, idleness, lack of job opportunity, and then lack of God-centered life, and some of them involved in the secret court activities. I have a vision for them where I'm looking forward. My dream for them is to see these prisoners contribute towards our sustainable development for our global family while they are being released. Most of these prisoners, they have land, and they lack experience to work on the farm, and I'm looking forward to
Okay. So here is Gaku Wilfred's contact.
Wow.
So is there another last word you would like to say about the ministry or encourage other people to care about prisoners and things?
Exactly. I would like to say that it's so important to impact change in those lives, and we are turning to all people of goodwill, those that would like to assist us to achieve this goal to impact change in their life.
Okay.